Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Micheal Bounty Hunter. Micheal Hunter predicts defeats for Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Get this. Micheal Hunter is backing Usyk to defeat Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury to defeat Deontay Wilder. Of course, Usyk battles Joshua on September 25th in London, while Fury and Wilder rumble again a month after. Okay, Hunter sees Usyk's superior skills as the difference when the pair collide for the unified belts, despite home and significant weight advantages. Usyk aims to become only the third man to win a cruiserweight world title and then a heavyweight championship, following in the footsteps of Evander Holyfield and David Haye. On the path to a title himself, Hunter believes Usyk has all the tools necessary for the job. He's quote, "I think Alexander Usyk beats Anthony Joshua," Hunter told World Boxing News. He said, "I think he is the better boxer, but I think Joshua is just now learning some of the basics of boxing at the highest level," he added. Asked whether he believes his recent WBA eliminator win over Mike Wilson could lead to an imminent battle with the winner, Hunter wasn't so sure. "I don't see, quote, I don't see a fighter between Joshua and me or Usyk immediately, as he has a current fight commitment." He says, "I would like to fight him in the no-so-distant future. I'll keep pressing forward with all my energy to force a match between us." And he says that the WBC's effort to reduce belts, Hunter, like many, is happy the situation is being rectified. He says, "I think it is really good. The closer we get to one champion, it will be really good for boxing." He said, meanwhile, ahead of the third fight between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, Hunter was urged for his opinion on October 9th, and he said, "I think Fury edges it out once again, similar to the first fight without Fury getting dropped," the American predicted. Concluding on what adjustments Wilder needs to make, Hunter stated that he has to learn ring generalship and where to place himself in the ring. It would do wonders for him. Okay. But he thinks that Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder and Usyk beats Anthony Joshua. Okay. Let me counterpunch Mr. Bounty Hunter. Okay. I think that his prediction is consistent, okay? Because he is a guy that was beaten by Alexander Usyk, okay? Strange things happen when people get beat by certain fighters, okay? Hunter only has one. The one and only loss he has is to Usyk. So he knows Usyk in the ring. Has he been in there with a White or a Anthony Joshua? No, but he's been in there with Povetkin. And Povetkin was able to rock a bigger and stronger Joshua because, he did things that, Hunter attempted to do to Povetkin that Hunter couldn't do, okay? The bounty was too high. Now, I think he feels that if Usyk he feels that he can beat Joshua, right? So if he feels that he can beat Joshua with the speed that he has and Alexander beat him, why not believe that Usyk can beat Anthony Joshua? For one, you have to believe in yourself. For two, you have to believe that you're the better fighter. You shouldn't be in there anyways. Is he the better boxer than Joshua? I think he's a little faster than Joshua. And he's smaller. And smaller in the heavyweight division, people, make no mistake about it, it doesn't always mean it's a bad thing. Now, I can say, though, what kind of scratches my head on Hunter is Hunter made a comment about Usyk that he won't engage, that he would run, he wouldn't go for the gusto like I did. Well, that's not his thing, and it's hard to imagine him moving and not engaging in any type of confrontation or any type of firefight with Anthony Joshua on down the line through this fight. unless he's just able to tire him out. And there is a stamina issue with Joshua. But as lean as you see Joshua, I doubt that happening, or I hope it doesn't happen. But, this is boxing. If it happens, it just happens. Certain things reveal itself, especially when you're dealing with brute strength and using your body. Okay, you'll know where your body's at. You'll know where your body is supposed to be, and you'll know where your body ain't. So I think Hunter is consistent, okay? And it wouldn't make sense for him thinking Joshua could beat Alexander Usyk and Alexander Usyk, beat him, but then yet he can beat Joshua. So it makes sense with him, all the way through, and he's saying that Joshua's learning, the basics on a higher level. Well, I think there is no higher level when it comes to the competition that he's dealing with right now. This will be a test for Joshua. I do agree with Hunter. This will be a very big test for Joshua. Okay, especially if Joshua goes in there, and tries to be better, try to do the things or the attributes that Alexander Usyk is just overall better at. That's going to be a problem if he attempts that, okay? But he thinks that Alexander Usyk beats him, and moving on. They asked him. Now, he was also, I believe he was truthful, and he was like, hey, do you believe the WBA eliminator could lead to a battle with the winner? And he wasn't so sure. He's like, I don't see a fight between him or anybody, or should I say Anthony Joshua or Usyk immediately after that. He's sure he would like to fight him, but honestly, he hasn't put himself in the position to fight those guys. So just covering that, it's not even really pertainable to what we're talking about. But Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, Mike Hunter, he has a good point on this too. This fight's going to be better. I think this is going to be the best fight. I think it's going to be a combination between 1 and 2. It might not be any knockdowns because I don't see Deontay Wilder coming in with silly costumes or distracting things or, like excuses or excuse opportunities. Okay? And what I mean by that is excuse opportunities or opportunities to make an excuse if things don't go your way. I don't see that happening in this fight. I think all the BS that could actually been used all happened, and they shot its evil wad on the second fight. So this fight will be better because it will be just two guys going at it. Who hits who, this does what. Will it be knockdowns? I'm not sure. But I'll say this. If the focus point is not Wilder's power and it's Wilder's technique to throw more power shots successfully, it could be a very good thing or a very bad thing for Tyson Fury. Of course, we won't know on the day until that night comes. But we've seen Tyson Fury take Deontay Wilder's shots. Now, does that mean he should take them free will? Hell no. But it means he can take the shot and get back up. All right. And I think that's one of the things people don't really look at no more. People look at everything else. You have to look at the idea of the durability of Tyson Fury. He took a right hand, and he was assaulted by a left hook, but I don't think the left hook had too much on it. However, I think the left hook will be a weapon, a very good a surprising weapon for Deontay. Will it be harder than the right? Probably not, but I think it would be a positive, surprising weapon that Deontay Wilder is learning to use. Hopefully it will be, because you want him to have more than just a right hand against someone like Tyson Fury. That's why. But I feel that at the end of the day, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, if Deontay Wilder can't drop Fury, and it does go similar to the first fight, I don't see because, you know, decisions are weird. But I just don't see any judge that's scoring it the right way would favor that for Wilder, unless Wilder was doing and landing punches that would win him fights. You know, and the scary thing about Wilder really doesn't make an impact until he drops you and hits you with something that could end your night. You know, oohs and ahs for Wilder only happens once or twice a fight. But the good thing about that is he don't need but one or two of those. You know, look, the first fight, the 9th and the 12th. Other than that, you didn't really see Wilder put a whooping on Tyson Fury or really anybody else, right? Unless he was dropping you and hurting you, okay? Because he's not that type of fighter. So we get an opportunity to see hopefully a new and improved Wilder, that we can see him accumulate points and show the things that Malik Scott has poured into him in the last 5-6 months or so. But Tyson Fury beating Deontay Wilder, that's totally up in the air. But those are the predictions of Micheal Hunter. You guys tell me what you think of Micheal Hunter's predictions. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.